In a world where the pace of life seems to accelerate with each passing day, many individuals find themselves trapped in a cycle of constant problem solving. This reactive approach, known as tactical thinking, focuses on addressing immediate challenges as they arise, often leaving little room for reflection or foresight. While this method may provide temporary relief, it ultimately perpetuates an endless loop of firefighting, constantly extinguishing one issue only to face another shortly after. Tactical thinking, though necessary at times, lacks the depth and foresight required to break free from recurring problems. It keeps us tethered to the present moment, unable to see beyond the chaos of the day-to-day. Enter strategic thinking, a transformative approach that redefines how we make decisions. Unlike its tactical counterpart, strategic thinking encourages us to step back, gain perspective, and analyze the broader context of our actions. It is the difference between reacting impulsively to a challenge and thoughtfully designing a path forward. Imagine playing chess. A beginner focuses solely on their next move, while a grandmaster anticipates patterns, positions, and possibilities spanning 20 moves ahead. This analogy encapsulates the essence of strategic thinking. It's about seeing the bigger picture and understanding how each decision fits into a larger plan. By adopting this mindset, we shift from merely solving problems to preventing them altogether, creating opportunities rather than simply seizing them. Strategic thinking empowers us to transcend the limitations of tactical responses and take control of our lives, careers, and futures. Chapter 1: Personal Strategic Analysis. Now that you understand the principles of strategic thinking, it's time to turn this powerful lens inward. Personal strategic analysis is far more than just another self-assessment. It's akin to having a high-resolution map of your life. Think of yourself as the CEO of your own existence. Every effective leader needs to know their organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And so do you. But here's where it gets intriguing. Most people define their strengths in surface-level terms, such as "I'm good at math" or "I'm creative." Yet these traits often carry deeper implications. Creativity, for instance, isn't merely about artistic expression. It's about finding innovative solutions where others see obstacles. Similarly, mathematical aptitude goes beyond numbers. It reflects an ability to decipher and navigate complex systems. Start by reflecting on your past successes, not merely listing them, but identifying the patterns behind them. Did you triumph because you approached problems differently? Was it persistence, adaptability, or perhaps your knack for connecting ideas that others overlooked? These insights reveal the core drivers of your achievements. Next, examine your challenges, not as failures, but as valuable data points. Each setback offers critical feedback about your current strategy. The goal here isn't self-judgment, it's gaining a clear understanding of how you operate. This process transcends theory. It's about achieving crystal clarity regarding your unique strategic position. With this awareness, you can make intentional moves that leverage your strengths, address your weaknesses, and seize opportunities that others might overlook entirely. By mastering personal strategic analysis, you equip yourself to lead your life with purpose, precision, and confidence. Chapter 2: Strategic Vision Development. Most people approach life like they're building a house without a blueprint, stacking bricks aimlessly and hoping a dream home will magically emerge. But strategic vision development is about crafting that blueprint first. Here's the powerful truth: your future isn't something that simply happens to you, it's something you actively design. The best way to begin designing your future is to start at the end. Picture yourself 5 years from now, but don't limit your imagination to surface level achievements like money, career, or relationships. Go deeper. How do you feel when you wake up each morning? What problems have you solved? What impact are you having on others? What skills have you mastered? Now comes the transformative part. Take that vivid image of your future and work backward. If that's your ultimate destination, what needs to be true 1 year from now, 6 months from now, next month? Each step backward becomes a milestone on your strategic roadmap, guiding you toward your vision. But what about uncertainty? This is where many people get stuck. They believe they need to predict the exact details of their future. The reality is, your vision isn't about prediction, it's about direction. It's your North Star, not a rigid GPS route. Your strategic vision serves as a filter for every decision you face. Should you take that job, move to that city, learn that skill, your vision provides clarity, helping you make choices aligned with your long-term goals. When you know where you're headed, every decision becomes clearer. You stop reacting to life's twists and turns and start creating the future you desire. Strategic vision development empowers you to live intentionally, ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to the life you've imagined. Chapter 3: Strategic Environment Design. Your environment is silently shaping your decisions every single day. Most people rely on sheer willpower to change their lives, but strategic thinkers take a different approach. They design their environment to make success almost automatic. Consider this: if you keep cookies on your desk, chances are you'll eat them. This isn't a failure of willpower, it's an issue of environment. The same principle applies across every area of your life. Strategic environment design involves structuring your surroundings to make good choices effortless and poor choices difficult. For example, if you want to read more, place a book on your pillow and leave your phone in another room. If you're aiming to exercise regularly, sleep in your gym clothes and place your running shoes by the door. These small adjustments can have a profound impact on your behavior, but this concept extends far beyond physical spaces. Your digital environment, social circle, and daily routines are all environments you can intentionally design. Each one either propels you toward your goals or pulls you away from them. The most powerful aspect of strategic environment design is this: once you've optimized your surroundings, making good decisions becomes your default choice. You're no longer fighting against your environment, you're allowing it to carry you forward. This isn't about creating a perfect environment, it's about crafting a strategic one. Every small change adds up. Every default option you adjust influences your daily decisions, and those decisions over time shape the trajectory of your entire life. Chapter 4: Resource Optimization. Most people view resources as something to be spent, but strategic thinkers understand a deeper truth. Resources are meant to be multiplied. When you embrace this mindset, everything changes. Think of resources not as coins to be spent, but as seeds to be planted. Each one has the potential to grow and create more. You don't simply use time, you invest it. You don't merely expend energy, you channel it. Skills aren't static possessions, they can be compounded and expanded. This is where resource optimization becomes fascinating. Every resource in your life has the potential to generate even more resources. Knowledge leads to better decisions, which open up new opportunities, which in turn yield greater resources. It's a powerful cycle of growth and expansion. The key lies in understanding the multiplier effect. When you acquire a new skill, it doesn't just add to your capabilities, it multiplies them. When you cultivate a strong relationship, it doesn't just add one connection, it opens doors to entire networks. But here's the critical insight most people overlook: resources aren't limited to what you personally own. They also include what you can access. You don't need to possess everything. You just need to know how to leverage what's available. This isn't about having more. It's about doing more with what you already have. When you optimize your resources strategically, you transform efficiency into abundance. By making the most of what you have, you can turn ordinary resources into extraordinary results. That's the essence of resource optimization, and it's how you unlock your full potential. Chapter 5: Risk and Uncertainty Management. Most people view risk as something to avoid, but strategic thinkers see it differently. Risk isn't your enemy, it's an opportunity for growth. Consider nature for a moment. Trees that never face wind grow weak and are likely to fall during the first storm, but trees exposed to regular winds develop stronger roots. Your life operates in much the same way. The distinction between average and strategic thinking lies in how risks are approached. Average thinkers try to avoid all risks, while strategic thinkers learn to differentiate between smart risks and foolish ones. They don't merely prepare for things that could go wrong, they position themselves to benefit when things go right. The key concept here is asymmetric risk, where the potential upside far outweighs the potential downside. Take learning a new skill, for example. The worst case scenario, you invest some time without immediate results. The best case scenario, you transform your career and unlock new opportunities. What makes this approach truly powerful is the ability to turn uncertainty into advantage. When you understand risk properly, you begin creating backup plans that double as opportunities. Every plan B becomes another potential path to success. This isn't about being reckless, it's about being resilient. By learning to manage risks strategically, uncertainty ceases to be something to fear. Instead, it becomes your greatest source of opportunity. When you embrace this mindset, you're no longer at the mercy of chance. You're leveraging it to propel yourself forward. Chapter 6: Growth and Learning Strategies. The way most people approach learning is fundamentally flawed. They chase random skills, hoping something will stick. But strategic learners understand a critical truth. Learning itself is a skill, and it's the most powerful one you can master. Your brain isn't merely a container for knowledge, it's a dynamic network where every new piece of information connects to everything else you already know. And here's where it gets fascinating. When you learn strategically, these connections create explosive growth. The secret lies in a concept called learning learning transfer. When you dive deeply into one area, you're not just mastering that single subject, you're developing skills that enhance your ability to learn in other areas as well. For example, learning chess sharpens your strategic thinking, studying music enhances your pattern recognition, and acquiring a new language rewires your brain entirely. So how do you make this work for you? Instead of pursuing random skills, focus on what I call meta skills. Skills that improve your ability to learn all other skills. These include pattern recognition, mental models, and systematic thinking. These aren't just additions to your toolkit, they're multipliers that amplify your overall capabilities. But here's the real game changer. Growth isn't linear, it's exponential. Every new skill you acquire makes learning the next one easier. Every pattern you recognize helps you spot new patterns faster. It's a self-reinforcing cycle of continuous improvement. This isn't about becoming a know-it-all. It's about cultivating the ability to learn anything, anytime, anywhere. In a world that's changing at an accelerating pace, the ultimate strategic advantage isn't what you know, it's how quickly you can adapt and grow. By mastering the art of strategic learning, you position yourself to thrive in any environment. Chapter 7, Relationship and Network Strategy. Relationships are not just a part of your life, they are multipliers of everything in your life. The most successful people understand a vital truth: no one succeeds alone. However, they don't simply build random connections, they cultivate strategic ones. Think of your network as a garden. Every relationship requires the right environment to thrive. Some need daily attention, while others flourish with occasional but meaningful interactions. The key isn't treating everyone the same, it's understanding the unique nature of each relationship and nurturing it accordingly. Here's what makes this approach so powerful. Every person in your network brings their own skills, perspectives, and connections. Their abilities can complement yours, and their insights can expand your thinking. But the real magic happens when you connect people with one another. That's when your network begins to grow organically, creating opportunities that multiply exponentially. The strategic approach is simple yet profound. Focus on giving value first. Become known as someone who connects, helps, and shares. When you consistently create value for others, opportunities naturally flow back to you. But here's what most people overlook. Strong networks aren't built on transactions. They're built on transformation. Don't just ask, what can this person do for me? Instead, ask, how can I help them grow? And then grow alongside them. Your network isn't just a list of contacts. It's a living ecosystem of opportunities, insights, and support. When you build it strategically, it becomes more than the sum of its parts. It transforms into a force multiplier, amplifying your ability to achieve everything you set out to accomplish. By investing in relationships with intention and purpose, you unlock a powerful resource that propels both you and those around you toward greater success. Chapter 8, Career and Work Strategy. The traditional rules of career success are broken. Working hard and waiting for a promotion isn't a strategy, it's a recipe for frustration. Strategic career planning operates on an entirely different principle. Think of your career like a game of chess. Most people only think one move ahead, the next job, the next promotion. But strategic players think in patterns and positions, creating scenarios where multiple positive outcomes can emerge simultaneously. What makes career strategy so powerful is this: every skill you develop, every relationship you build, and every project you complete isn't just an isolated achievement. It's an asset that continues to work for you over time. Your goal isn't merely to do good work, it's to position yourself in a way that allows your efforts to generate compound returns. The key lies in building what I call a career moat, a unique combination of skills, relationships, and reputation that makes you not just valuable, but irreplaceable. When you have a strong career moat, opportunities come to you. You stop competing for roles and start selecting the ones that align with your vision. Here's what transforms this approach from good to extraordinary. Your career isn't a ladder, it's a platform. Each position you hold should provide three things: skills you can build on, relationships you can grow with, and opportunities to create visible impact. This isn't about playing office politics or trying to outmaneuver others. It's about becoming so good at what you do that people can't ignore you, and so strategic in your positioning that they can't replace you. When you build your career with intention and foresight, success stops being about luck or timing. Instead, it becomes a natural byproduct of your capabilities and the value you bring to the table. By adopting a strategic mindset, you take control of your professional trajectory, ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to the life and career you desire. Chapter 9, Financial strategy, integration money isn't really about dollars and cents. It's about freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of choice, and freedom to make an impact. But what makes financial strategy truly powerful is this. It's not about what money can buy. It's about what money can build. Think of money like water in a garden. You don't just pour it anywhere. You create systems that direct it to help things grow. Every dollar you manage should serve one of two purposes: protecting you from downside or creating opportunities for upside. Most people focus on saving money, but strategic thinkers focus on deploying it. Here's where it gets fascinating. Financial strategy isn't just about growing wealth, it's about growing your capacity to create wealth. When you invest in skills, relationships, or opportunities that generate returns, you're not just spending money, you're building systems that produce value over time. Every financial decision should align with your larger life strategy. Buying a home? Consider location and leverage. Starting a business? Think about skill acquisition and the value it creates. Taking a job? Calculate the learning dividend it offers. Money becomes a tool for building the life you want, not just a metric to track. Here's the game-changing insight. Financial freedom isn't a number, it's a system. It's about creating multiple streams of value, building assets that work while you sleep, and designing your life so that generating income becomes increasingly automatic. This isn't about getting rich quick, it's about building wealth that lasts. Wealth that grows while you sleep. Wealth that gives you options. Wealth that allows you to make decisions based on impact, not necessity. When you integrate financial strategy with your broader life strategy, money stops being the goal. It becomes the tool, a tool for creating the life you truly want. Chapter 10. Health and Energy Strategy. Your health isn't just another aspect of your life, it's the foundation of everything else. Think about it. Your energy level influences every decision you make, every interaction you have, and every goal you pursue. Yet most people get it backward. They sacrifice their health in pursuit of success, when in reality, health is success. Energy management is fundamentally different from time management. You can't create more time, but you can create more energy. And when you have more energy, you get more out of every minute you have. It's like upgrading your entire life's operating system. Here's what makes this approach so powerful. Your energy isn't solely determined by diet and exercise. It's also shaped by recovery, stress management, sleep quality, and even the way you breathe. Each of these areas can either drain your energy or multiply it. The key is to turn them all into force multipliers. Think of your energy as investment capital. Every day you have choices about how to invest it. Some activities drain your energy. They're like bad investments. Others generate energy. They're like assets that keep paying dividends. Your goal is to create a portfolio of habits that generates more energy than it consumes. But here's what transforms this approach from good to extraordinary. When you optimize your energy, you're not just improving your health, you're upgrading your entire life's performance. Better energy leads to better decisions, stronger relationships, clearer thinking, and faster recovery from challenges. This isn't about becoming a health fanatic, it's about being strategic with your most fundamental resource. When you build your health and energy strategically, everything else in your life becomes not just possible, but easier. That's true leverage. By prioritizing your energy as the cornerstone of your strategy, you unlock the capacity to achieve more while feeling less drained. In doing so, you create a sustainable foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. Chapter 11, Time and Focus Strategy. Time isn't just ticking away, it's flowing through channels you create. Everyone has the same 24 hours, but strategic time management isn't about managing hours, it's about managing attention and impact. Most people try to cram more tasks into less time, but here's the truth. Productivity isn't about speed, it's about leverage. 1 hour of focused, strategic work often achieves more than a week of scattered effort. It's not about working harder, it's about working deeper. Think of your attention like a laser beam. When scattered, it barely makes a mark, but when focused, it can cut through steel. Deep work isn't just about concentration. It's about entering a state where your capabilities are multiplied, where 1 hour feels like 4 and complex problems become clear. Here's how to make this real. First, identify your prime time, those golden hours when your mind is sharpest. Protect these hours as if they're worth $1,000 each, because they are. Then, design your environment to make deep focus your default state. Remove distractions before they arise and create triggers that pull you into flow. But here's what makes this approach truly transformative. When you master deep focus, you don't just get more done, you achieve things that others consider impossible. Complex problems unravel, creative insights emerge, and skills develop at an accelerated rate. Time starts working for you instead of against you. This isn't about becoming a time management machine, it's about creating spaces of profound focus where time seems to expand. When you master strategic time and focus, you don't just manage time better, you transcend its normal limitations. By prioritizing deep work and designing your life around it, you unlock the ability to accomplish extraordinary results in a fraction of the time. This is the true power of strategic time and focus. Chapter 12, Creativity and Innovation Strategy. Creativity isn't random inspiration, it's a strategic process. While others wait for the muse to strike, strategic thinkers understand that innovation can be engineered, creativity can be scheduled, and breakthroughs can be manufactured. Your brain naturally connects ideas, but strategic creativity is about connecting the right ideas at the right time. Think of your mind as a laboratory where different concepts combine and react. The more diverse your inputs, the more powerful your combinations become. This is why the most innovative solutions often arise from connecting ideas across completely different fields. Here's what makes strategic creativity so transformative. Instead of trying to create something from nothing, you learn to see patterns that others miss. You develop systems for capturing insights and build environments that trigger innovation. Every constraint becomes a creative springboard, and every problem becomes an invitation to innovate. The key lies in what I call creative cross-pollination, taking a solution from one field and applying it to another. When you make these unexpected connections, you create solutions that others can't even imagine. But here's what makes this approach truly extraordinary. When you treat creativity as a system rather than a talent, you can innovate on demand. You're no longer waiting for inspiration. You're generating it. You're not hoping for breakthroughs. You're engineering them. This isn't about becoming more artistic. It's about developing the ability to see solutions where others see only problems, and opportunities where others see only obstacles. When you master strategic creativity, innovation becomes your natural state, not a rare event. By adopting this mindset, you unlock the power to consistently produce groundbreaking ideas and drive meaningful progress in any area of life. Chapter 13, Decision-Making Enhancement. Every decision you make today is writing the story of your tomorrow. But here's what most people overlook about decision-making. The quality of your decisions shapes your life far more than the quantity. It's not about making more decisions, it's about making them better. Think of your mind as a decision-making laboratory. Each choice is an experiment that teaches you something. However, strategic decision makers don't just learn from the outcomes, they learn from the process itself. They understand that how you decide is often more important than what you decide. Here's what makes strategic decision making so powerful. When you understand the architecture of choices, you begin to see patterns. You recognize decision traps before falling into them and spot opportunities others miss entirely. Every decision becomes a chance to refine and improve your entire decision-making system. The key lies in what I call decision stacking. Each choice should set you up for better future decisions. Like a chess player thinking multiple moves ahead, you're not just solving today's problem, you're creating tomorrow's opportunities. This isn't about predicting the future, it's about positioning yourself to thrive no matter what happens. But here's what transforms this approach from good to extraordinary. When you improve your decision-making process, you're not just making better choices, you're becoming a better thinker. Each decision becomes clearer than the last, complexity becomes manageable, and uncertainty becomes navigable. This isn't about eliminating mistakes, it's about building a system that learns from every choice, grows stronger with every decision, and turns uncertainty from an enemy into an ally. When you master strategic decision-making, you're not just choosing better paths, you're becoming someone who naturally makes better choices. By refining your decision-making process, you position yourself to navigate life's challenges with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Conclusion: everything we've covered isn't just theory, it's a complete system for transforming your life. Strategic thinking isn't just one skill, it's the master skill that enhances every other skill you possess. Reflect on what you've learned, from understanding the foundations of strategic thinking through personal analysis and vision development, all the way to decision-making enhancement. You now have a comprehensive toolkit for designing the life you want. want. Each piece connects with and strengthens every other piece, creating a cohesive and powerful framework for success. Here's what makes this system so transformative. Your strategic vision guides your decisions. Your decisions shape your environment supports your habits generate your results, and your results reinforce your vision. It's not merely a collection of tools, it's an ecosystem of success. The most important takeaway is this: strategic thinking isn't something you're born with, it's something you build, one decision at a time, one insight at a time, one action at a time. Every time you step back to see the bigger picture, every time you make a decision aligned with your vision, and every time you create a system instead of simply taking action, you're strengthening your strategic muscle. Starting right now, you have a choice. You can continue letting life happen to you, or you can take control and start designing the life you truly desire. Remember, strategic thinking isn't about predicting the future, it's about creating it. And now you have the tools to do exactly that. Your life is your most important project, and with strategic thinking, you're no longer just a player in the game. You're the designer of the game itself. So take these tools, use them every day, and watch as you transform from someone things happen to into someone who makes things happen. That's the power of strategic thinking, interaction. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Also, let me know your thoughts on what I just shared.